our channel, WaY out here. I'm in the duck yard again. Today is September. It's actually September 2nd. It is cold. It's like 42 degrees. It's almost 8 o'clock, but it's cold. We get fall really quickly around here, and our spring seems to last forever too. So before we get those hard 20-degree freezes overnight and we can't scoop out and muck out the duck house, I am going to just get everything ready today for winter for the ducks. So I'm going to top off their pool, I'm going to clean their filter, and we've got other plans for this pool too to keep it clean over the winter. That'll be an update for a different day because we don't have everything here yet for that. But I have my rubber gloves, my coffee, and yeah, I'm just gonna fix up their pool, get it figured out. We are gonna put a heater in it so that it stays defrosted over the winter, at least partially defrosted. I don't know if we're gonna be able to keep the whole thing unfrozen. We get down to -20 here and there, so we'll see what we can do this year, but we do have plans to keep it unfrozen at least a little bit. But yeah, I'm just gonna top it off and I'm gonna rinse out their pond filter, get all the duck poop out of there, and then we are gonna muck out the duck house, because what we do is we clear out all the hay and all the poop that's in there, put it in our compost pile, rearrange everything so that they have a little more space in there in the winter. And we can't scoop it out in the winter very often because it'll freeze over. So basically what we do is we just let the poop freeze, we cover it in straw, let the poop freeze, cover it in more straw, hay, whatever. And then in the springtime, we do another big clean out like I'm gonna do today. So completely clear it out and start over fresh. So that's our goal for today, is basically winterize our duck pond and their duck house, and yeah, get them ready to go. So cheers, let's get started. Now it's time to muck out this duck house. So it's not overly bad right now. We just laid down fresh hay not too long ago for the baby ducklings. So, but it does need all cleared out before we start getting any hard freezes. So I'm going to start on that. I will probably just fast forward through this because I'm not really going to explain anything. I will probably move the nesting boxes, which are here. These you can see in the corner. I'm going to move them here underneath where the heat lamp is. So the only light I have on is the actual light. I don't have their heat lamp on. It's right here. Because in the future we're going to have more ducklings, and we're going to try to hatch more ducklings. So to expand our little duck farm. So that heat lamp is going to need to be in use. So I'm going to put the nesting boxes over there just a little bit closer, just in case there is a successful hatching over winter, which I highly doubt it. As cold as it gets here, I don't think there's any way they'd be able to hatch over winter, but if there's a chance, then we'll do that. So, all right, get the dog out of here and we will start mucking this out. All right, Hank, let's go. Come on, buddy. like to do is to scoop this out too. So this is the step. There's the ramp for the little ones, for the babies to go up. But this is just a step so they can get out their automatic duck door that opens for them in the morning when it gets light out. And they hang out here and wait for this door to open. So ducks are actually smarter than most people give them credit for. But anyway, they'll hang out here and wait for that door to open. And they'll just hang out here and poop all over the place. So I'm going to get a shovel and scrape this out. I'll just fast forward through it again. But that's something else that I like to do, just extra clean. And then this poop will go straight into the compost too with the hay. All right, so that's about it. It was not, obviously, as you could kind of tell, it wasn't that bad. Like I said, we'd just done this and for the ducklings, so it really didn't need a lot. I just needed to scrape off that top layer of poop. And then I readjusted the nesting boxes, as you can see back there, and then I'm going to pull out their real eggs, leave the ceramic eggs in there. So we got 4 today, which means all 4 of our female ducks laid yesterday, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, that's about it. That's about all we do for in here. Normally, this is a much longer process. Last winter, well, fall, when we were preparing for winter and we didn't have the ducklings, we didn't have this already set up, and we didn't have it ready to go with fresh straw and already scooped out like we do this year. So it was actually easier just because we had to do it one more time. But I mean, it's not that bad. So we really just do this big, huge muck out 2 times a year, and that big one was a couple weeks ago before we got the little babies. But I think this will be good for them for the winter. So, but we'll check this periodically still throughout the fall and before we get those hard freezes. And if there's anything we can scoop out, we probably will scoop that out before it gets too cold, because the next step is to just put down a fresh layer on top of any poop that they make. So, again, this is what works for us. It gets too cold here for us to do this in the wintertime. It doesn't make any sense to scoop it out in the wintertime. But if you live where it's nicer, you may just do this like once a month or whatever, or once every other month, you know, depending on how many ducks you have and how big the space is. This is actually a decently sized space, so we could easily have like 18, 20 ducks in here. So, which may be the plan in the near future, so we'll see. But for now, I'm going to take these eggs inside and get on with the rest of my chores for the rest of my day. I got the winter duck house mucked out, and going to take the straw and the poop over to the compost bin, dump that in the compost bin, and use that in the garden in the next couple of years. So, yeah. Hopefully it's a little bit warmer out there. It feels like it's warming up a little. Might be in the 50s now. I doubt it. So, anyway, thanks for watching our winter preparedness duck video. And hopefully you guys will come back. Consider subscribing if you like this kind of stuff. This is how we live. Way out here. Thanks for stopping by. Bye!